So here's some reasons why people don't want to join the military. Let me get the first one off the top of my head, because if you watch any of my videos before, you're probably repeating some things. But the top one of the top ones, besides being killed for no reason, is coming back either wounded or having all kinds of mental problems, PTSD. That's another reason why. And then you see how our vets are treated by our country, how a lot of them are homeless, how nobody gives a shit about them, how we actually care more about illegal aliens here in America than we do the people who have fought and paid a dear sacrifice for us. Getting all fucked up, being all fucked up physically or mentally or both, and them just treated like shit, cast aside. It's and you think that people are just gonna, people see that and they're just gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna join the military, man, and be all I can be for my country. And then you see your country's corrupt, highly corrupt, so much so where, you know, back in 2000, when the Bush Al Gore election happened, like there was problems in that election. You know, there was, like, I guess they found garbage bags full of ballots or something in Florida. And I think Al Gore, like, suspended the inauguration, or suspended one of the things, or something happened in the courts. But I guess so eventually they just ruled, you know, Bush is the winner. So, like, I was questioning that election big time. I was a Democrat back then. So you can question that election. Maybe not. I don't know. Bush is a part of the Illuminati too. Just like all of them. I don't think that Trump is, but he could be. You know, he could be. I don't think so, though. It's just kind of weird how he comes on the stage and, like, everything gets ultra divided. But because that's what they want. They want to divide and conquer us. So that part of me thinks that, oh, Trump could be. I don't think so, because they hate him so much, and they hate him so much that they'll probably try to assassinate Trump. Look at how they're trying to tear the finances with the family and all that. They're trying to rip them apart. It's not just like, they're going after the whole family. So, and you'll see, like, not Hunter, but Don Jr., all these people are going to start getting prosecuted or indicted and all this shit. It's all fake, man. It's like this court system it devolved into non-justice. When you live like, oh, you have to live by the rules, but we don't. That type of attitude. The elites can just, like, get away with whatever they want. You know what pisses me off about the left real quick is how they continuously think that they're for, like, the lower people, the poor people, the oppressed people, when, like, you're the elite. You have control over all the colleges, the politics, pretty much the country and the government. Looks like the military, like I mean, everything, mainstream media, Hollywood, everything. You have control over everything. Big tech, Like, you guys are the oppressors, not the oppressees. That's how you guys have traditionally always been when you guys were slave masters. But you wanna hide that shit. You wanna hide that shit. And I understand. I didn't even know about all that. The history I was taught was very vague to what it really was. Because the schools are a lot of propaganda. Even back when I was a kid, you know, watching the Roots movie, like them depicting them going into the jungle and just rounding up people. No, like they didn't do that. They were already rounded up by their own people. Like they were sold off by their own people. They were already slaves. So, like this government is highly corrupt. So I can question the 2020 election. I can even question the 2016 election, but I cannot question the 2020 election. And if I do, I'm considered a domestic terrorist by the FBI, the DHS. These government institutions are going to deem me a terrorist. Just because I question an election. I can't question it. And then if you're a Democrat, you can do whatever you want. You can question whatever election you want. You know, it's just like you're calling me a domestic terrorist and you think I'm gonna fight for you. You think that I'm gonna be like, hey, we don't have anybody to defend us or fight in another country. We need you to come. We need to be. What you're telling me, if you institute a draft, you're telling me that you can't defend yourselves. It's in my best interest to go join a militia and fight back against the tyranny of America. That's what that's telling me. That's what I would do if I was drafted. If I was a young person, I would not join this. I would not go off into another country. I would rather honestly just go to prison. Like, I wouldn't fight for this country. Hell no. Hell no. Like the Democrats, most of these people can't even fight, and they're voting for Joe Biden, the one that sent us to war. It's so funny. Like, these people think that we're gonna go and fight for Joe Biden. That's what I'd be like. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I'm looking at that election. I'm like, there's some suspicious, shady things going on with that election. Trump probably should be in there. So it's like, why? You know, you see these politicians who are all like getting excited to go to war. You know, they all want to go to war. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. But they don't go and fight themselves. They don't go send their kids. No, it's always our kids. Oh, if you don't have a lot of money, or you're poor, your kids go to war. Your kids get to die for nothing, to make them more rich. Like, hell no. I wouldn't be drafted. Like, I would dodge that draft. So there's no way. There's no way. So it's just, it's a joke, man. Like, that's a huge reason. And then, like, the testosterone in men has dropped so much. There's no incentives for men to want to go fight either, because women don't even like the younger men. Most of the, like, it's like, there's a statistic, like 60% of men between 18 to 49 aren't getting laid. And there's also a statistic said that I think only 30% of women aren't getting laid or are single or whatever. No, that, like, yeah. 60% of the men in that age range are single, and I'm in there. And then 30%, so there's like a lot of women that think that they're in relationships, but they're really not. So they're sharing a man. I've been in this situation before. Not really, because I wasn't getting anyone's hopes up like we're in a relationship and I was cheating. So it's like I didn't make them think that we're in a relationship. They kind of knew what it was, you know what I mean? So I didn't have those. It's just, it is what it is, you know? It's like, what is the incentives for these men to want to go and fight either? Like, the testosterone's dropped by a lot, and I think it's because of the plastics. I think it has something to do with, like, man, when plastics get heated up, whether it's like sitting in a like a hot place, you know what I mean, like bottled water. If it's sitting like in a really hot truck, in a summer truck, and getting delivered or whatever, and it gets heated up, those bottles expand or something. I think there's a chemical that releases into the water, and that's why you get that tastes like plastic, that plasticky taste. That has a lot of estrogen in it. So if you're consuming a lot of that, like, that's why I'm like kind of iffy about drinking bottled water, especially like if it has that taste, like you know not to drink it. It's like really bad. But like, I think it's the plastics, and I've heard that they were saying that in our water supply, women, you know, they recycle the water or whatever. Women, they can't take out something of the pill. Like when women use the pill and they urinate or something, and it goes into the water system, and like we can, if you're drinking, like, obviously filter, but even I think that reverse osmosis can't even get this chemical out. You're consuming a little tiny bit. So, and it's like these young men are like, I'm not fighting for this, dude. Especially like if you're a young white man and you see like how much the media hates white men, how like we are completely demonized and like thrown away and looked down on by society almost. Like we should be shameful. I don't, it's just like, why am I gonna go and fight and die for this country? I'll just go to jail for 5 years, whatever. You do you. And these prisons will be so overpopulated. There'll be a civil war, man. There'll be a civil war. Are you kidding me? That's when the civil war will hit. Like if you try to send kids over, and I'm not threatening it. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if I was a youngster, I'm old and I can still get drafted. I think that they're drafting old men like me in Ukraine to go fight Russia just to just to die for no reason. So yeah, like why would you sign up for that? Why would you, what am I fighting for? So I can like come back and then like be single and have a lot of these females are on OnlyFans, and watch this trend, watch this. It's gonna be trendy to have girls get tattoos on their face. So you're gonna see like a ton of females get tattoos on their face. You're gonna see these because you're gonna have a huge influencer that does it, and like just getting a tattoo on your face is wow. that is that's just somewhere you don't really want to get tattoos. But that's really, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so and then they have like an OnlyFans. Why, why would I want to wife that up? She probably has been with a lot of men, possibly has STDs. You know what's like women, you being promiscuous, man. You guys are gonna. I'm so. Somebody needs to look up STD. I think I need to look it up. The latest on STDs. But I think that there's I think the lockdowns mess with people's psychology too. So I think that made women want to like tie down, like and less available to new people. Like I see it on the dating sites, man. I see it on the dating sites. Like there's nothing to really be excited about. I'm not excited. Like just looking through them, like, do I even want to like? No, I don't want to go out. I used to be excited about meeting people, but since like my sexual market value has dropped so much, it's crazy. Like going from like like a mid to a zero, it's crazy. It's all about money. If you don't, like I think like these guys are saying, oh, looks are huge, but dude, I'm almost 6 foot. I'm not in bad shape, and like right now, like I'm scruffy because I'm trying to do that no shave November, which I really hate, but it is what it is. And I'm not stinky. I'm hygienic, and my clothes aren't all like dilapidated or look like I'm fucking homeless or something. But my sexual market has dropped like to nothing. It is like horrible, and it's because of the lack of money. That's what it is. The money is what money and status, I think, are really important. But yeah, these kids are like, dude, I'm not gonna go get blown up. Like, why would I want to? Seeing all that, go fight for. And then okay, let's talk about the force injections. The people that didn't want to get the force injections in 2021, the mandates, they were dishonorably discharged. So like that too. So as soon as I sign up for the military, you're gonna inject me with that, and I don't want that. And I think that they've lightened up off of there, but dude, they'll do what they want. They'll bring it back out. If they've already done it once, like why would they not do it again? So that's another reason. I'm like a guinea pig, like you're just gonna test on me. Yeah, you rush this out. There's like no, yeah, you could say it's like a spin-off of some kind of other technology, but you don't know, we don't know what's in there. They won't publish what's in there for like 50 years. What are they hiding? Why some people seem like they have some physical problems after they've taken it, or they have died? Like what's going on? What's in this? So like that's another reason why. Like it doesn't take a rocket scientist. What they want to do is they want to try to send all the fucking MAGA kids. That's what they want to do. They want to send them to war and fucking like, dude, if they do that, if they send our kids off to fucking die and nothing is done, we deserve we deserve whatever we get, and we deserve whatever suffering. Like, seriously, like, that would be fucking nuts, man. That would be crazy. All the conservative, and because they're the only people that know how to use weapons, they're in decent shape, they get all their kids get sent to war and die, and all the liberal ones don't have to go because they're like got a mental problem or they're overweight. Dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, if the government tries to make a draft after everything that they've fucking done, and they just send, yeah, so like, that'll be fuck it. That'll be fuck it at that point. That's that, you know, like, they're coming after your kids. They're they're literally coming after your kids, and they want, like, it makes sense to want to have them all dead. Like kids like mine, because my kids are, they have wisdom, they can think for themselves, and they're highly intelligent, and probably, even if they don't want to be, possibly be leaders in the future. And they don't like that. They don't like smart people who can think for themselves, that want to be independent. They want everybody on the system. They want everybody on the system to a certain point, whatever that may be. If it's a medical or financial or literally a gun to your head, get to work. They want you dependent on the system or in prison. That's another one. Dude, this shit's so unsustainable. And then, okay, hypothetically, let's say that happens. Let's say, okay, all the conservative kids go to war, then a lot of them fucking die, get fucked up, because they just send them to the fucking meat grinder. They send them to the front lines, and they get fucking killed. They get massacred, right? Maybe they get evaporated in a fucking nuclear explosion. I don't know. Oh shit. Damn. Stepped on an acorn. Anyway. And then like the liberals, like, you think if we get invaded, like, seriously, like, you think we're gonna defend you? Like, you people that massacred my kids, you think that I'm going to help you when another country invades us or other countries? Fuck you. Like, no, I don't give a shit if you're American. You're not American. You're not American to me. A lot of you people are communists. Why would I help you people? You're the enemy. So, yeah, I hope they don't do a draft, and I hope that, oh man, yeah, I hope they don't do a draft. But it's ridiculous, you know, like, we didn't have all this stuff popping off when Trump was in there, and that I don't like, people blame Joe Biden, like, he's not the one in charge, man. He has no control. he is not the person in charge. He might say something, but like they tell him what to do. He does whatever the hell the people. He's on vacation most of the time, man. Like he's sitting back. He's like playing with toys or whatever he's doing in the office while these other people are doing work, just trying to destroy our country. Yeah, like he's not. They wanted him in there because he's brain dead, because he's old and feeble, and he's not gonna fight them. He's not gonna put up much of a fight. You just let the kids run it, you know, let them run it. But yeah, it's like why would you? Oh, I don't know why. I'm so dumbfounded that nobody wants to join the military. I don't know. I mean, okay, the GI Bill, cool, man, but like I can learn everything on the internet, and like Trump wants to make it free. Trump wants to make it so I can get a some kind of degree free, and it should all be free, honestly. Like if I could do, I should be able to learn anything, basically, when it comes to the books. Now, like you have to get like becoming a tradesman or whatever, like all the paperwork and shit. I should be able to go on there and I should be able to get business degrees, everything, all that shit on my time, whenever the fuck I want, for fucking free, and not have to worry about going to college. When I say it's free, like I don't like that government's running this site. I want it to be privately owned. So, but yeah, I feel like I'm stuck in the Stone Ages, man. Like I seriously am. You know, it's like all the same. Video games are all the same. Like it's just everything's just recycled. So I don't really want to buy anything. I really don't want to invest in entertainment, and sports is like, yeah, sports. Whatever.